Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome to the Honestly Truly podcast hosted by me, Tyler Cimone. And today I'm excited because we're talking about one of my favorite things, as you can tell by the title. It's books again, no surprise there. But it's been a minute since I've sat down to talk with you guys. Oops, my bad, but here I am, okay? I'm back. And I want to go ahead and get into this episode. So let's just go ahead and do what you're dying to know about. Hold on, let me just let the people hear first. Today, guys, I'm drinking just good old-fashioned water. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'm probably going to have something fun to drink for dinner. But right now, we're just rocking with the water. Let me get a little taste. Delicious. So that's what I'm drinking today. But let's just get into the song of the week, okay? I actually did a good job, because I don't know. But I wrote down all of my songs that I've been listening to over the past, has it been a month since I last posted a podcast? Ooh, yikes. But in the past month, or however many weeks it's been, I wrote down a list of some songs and albums and things that I've been liking, so I could tell you guys about them. So I'm gonna just run through them. So it's been all over the place. So walk with me here, okay? Firstly, Somebody to Love, Glee's cover of this song. I don't know, every once in a while, I don't know if y'all experience this, but for me, it'll be the most random thing. I'm just in the middle of working or in the middle of cooking. No music is on. I'm not listening to any music. And I will just immediately get a song in my head and I'll start singing it and singing it. I'm like, where do I know this song from? Now, mind you, I did not watch Glee like that growing up. Like, I've seen maybe an episode here and there if it was on, but I never watched it. I couldn't name any of the characters. I don't know. But I guess I've seen that episode, or maybe that song was just a very popular song when their cover of it came out. And I was like, trying to figure out where I know the song from, and then something just spoke to me. I was singing it in my head, and I only knew the chorus part that everybody knows. I was singing that part in my head, and I was like, it's Glee. And I don't know why, but I looked it up, and it was Glee. I was like, oh, look at my brain knowing stuff that it ain't got no business knowing. And so I listened to that song on repeat for a couple days because I was just so happy that I found it. And if you love that song, the original version is already great, but if you like that song, go listen to the Glee version. They did that one thing, and I'm sure there's other songs on there that are quite good. But I didn't watch Glee. I don't know why I know the specific cover and I like it so much. But listen to that. And then also I found this. I don't know how I found it. Maybe I was just scrolling through different stuff on Apple Music. But I found this DJ mixtape situation. It's called Sunday Tape Warehouse by Cello, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'll put a picture of all these up here somewhere. But it's just a real good mix where you can just play it, and it's just a really nice mix. You play that and you leave it alone, and it's great. So I listened to that the other day when I was I cleaning or was I working? Something. But it was just real nice and just easy stuff. And I told you guys a couple episodes ago, I wanted to start paying attention to more mixes and get into more DJ kind of stuff like that, and learning more about different DJs that are out there, because I just like hearing how they put different music together and different songs together. So that was really great. I really enjoyed that. And then also, a little bit of gospel for you. I was listening to, I don't know if y'all know about the Terrell show, where he brings the singers on and they sing the songs, right? So he brought, I think this was David Archuleta's episode, which is crazy, such a throwback. But he can really, I already knew he could sing from way back when, but he can still really, really sing. And if you haven't seen that episode of the Terrell show, go watch it. But I think in that episode, I've been catching up on a lot of his episodes. But I think on that one, David Archuleta brought up this song, I Understand, by Smokey Norfolk. And he sang that song so beautifully. Okay? I hope I got the episode right. I really think it is. And I've watched 4 or 5 episodes of Terrell show over the past 7 days. So I think it was him though. And I said, this is such a great song. I forgot all about it. So I've been listening to that over and over again also. Okay, a little gospel moment for us. And then let's see. Okay, Tori Kelly. She just dropped, I don't know if it's an album or an EP. I think I'm not sure, but I think it's, let's look it up, because now I need to be able to tell you guys. Hold on. Under pressure. Okay. Maybe it's the deluxe version, because it's Tori plus a little more is what it's called. I'm not sure. Either way, it is an album. I believe. But on there, she has a song. I haven't listened to the whole album yet, but I saw that her and JoJo dropped a song called Bottom Line. and I had to go listen to it because I love JoJo and I love Tori Kelly, and their voices are so beautiful. I really enjoyed the song. First, they were going crazy with all the beautiful runs. So if you really love to hear singers sing, go check out the whole album for sure, but definitely that song. So I've been listening to that too, and I need to go back and listen to the whole album and give it its time. But that song was definitely good. And then I just went to the Boyz II Men concert Sunday, and one of my favorite Boyz II Men song is Water Runs Dry. Okay, one of my favorite ones. And I was just praying and hoping that they would sing that song. I know they don't always probably sing the same, all their songs or all of them. And that's a very popular one, of course, but you never know. And so I was just praying that they would sing it, and they did, and they sounded so good. I recorded a good part of it and put it on my Instagram story. Y'all go follow me on there. Okay, my Instagram is Tyler_Cimone. Look at me knowing. Usually I don't know. Okay, but you can follow me there, and I'm like posting more on there, trying to post more stories. I can see what I be doing in my little life. But I did go to that concert, and it was just so great. I love Boyz II Men. It was also Robin Thicke too, and he was singing his ass off. He sounded great. Everybody sounded really good. So that was definitely a great experience. I'm so happy that I got a chance to go. But they sang that song, and I played it. I listened to it obviously before the concert, like when you're getting ready. But after, like when I got home, and then the next day, I listened to Water Runs Dry no less than 10 times, over and over again. It's just such a good song. Okay, so if you want to just tap back into your vibe, just go on back and listen to Boyz II Men again. Just go ahead and listen to all the popular stuff, all the deep cuts. Just listen to it because it's just good for you, good for your soul. But that was a very rapid fire. What have I been listening to? Song of the week, song of the month, because it's been a couple weeks. Yikes. And so I hope that you guys have enjoyed that. Go listen to all the things that I've said. It's good. Get into some new music if you don't recognize some of the things that I've said. It's always fun to discover new artists and new music, new DJs, new everything. So that's that. And now I'm going to go ahead and just skip right on in because I want this to be a quicker video, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get right on into our topic, which is the books. Okay. Now it's October. Okay. Now like Halloween is cool. I don't have no beef with Halloween, but I'm not like a big like, ooh, spooky season. Like let's do pumpkin patch or whatever. I guess pumpkin patch is more fall, but let's do like all the things. Like that's not my thing. I love to get the candy. Okay, I like the candy. That's the best part. I love that. But I've never been like super into like the spooky season spirit. Never been my thing. But I can say through books, this is my first time really being in like the spooky season vibe. Like I want to read the scary stuff. Now scary is a bit much. I'm not a scary movie girly. I don't like horror movies. I like thrillers. Okay, I don't really like horror like that. I don't do all the demon and all that devil stuff. No. Okay, I praise the Lord over here. All right. Come on. But I will say that my book choices for October are definitely giving spooky, and I'm quite excited. So I'm going to show you a stack. Okay, now the stack is going to be a bit conflicting. Okay, it's a bit conflicting here because we've got a couple things happening. I'm going to show it to you. Get a good look. I'm going to give you a 360 because we've got some pretty books for this month. Let me show you. Look at these sprayed edges that you're seeing. I'm going to give you a closer look on all of them. Let me not drop these books. It's giving. I'm about to drop them. Okay, now we've got some beautiful books, and I'm going to walk you through all of them. Now, we've got two in here that are not giving spooky season, but I have to show you them anyways, and I'll explain that when I get to them, okay? But we're going to start out with the good stuff. Firstly, I'm so excited. Okay. Immortal Dark. Okay, now I'm sure you guys have seen this book around. It's very popular right now. One, because the book is good so far. I'm not done with it yet. I'm about 70% done. Okay, it's already getting 5 stars in this brain. For me, 5. Okay, now the story is good, and I'll explain a little bit of it in a second. But look at how beautiful this book is. Okay, first of all, the cover, right? She's beautiful, but then you don't see. Look at these spray. I hope y'all can see that. I'm not getting up. I hope y'all can see that. Look at these beautiful sprayed edges. I'm obsessed. It's a beautiful book. Like, look at the inside of this. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Look at that. But then, look, hold on. Cause y'all tripping for it. Let me show you. Look at the outside. It's so cute. Look at that. Okay, so the book is beautiful, and I've realized that I might be becoming like one of the girlies who likes to collect all the special edition books. That may be me. because I mean, this is just very exciting. Like, I felt so much more excited to read it, looking at how beautiful it is. Like, I already wanted to read it, but this, like, I didn't know this was an option. I didn't know this was a thing, and I found it in Target, and it was on sale. I said, "Thank you, yes." So I have been reading this for the past week. When did I get this book? Was this last weekend? Maybe the past week and a half. I've been reading this book. It's very good, and it's written by a Black author, and I want to make sure, I think it's Tylar Cimone. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong, but you wrote this book well, and it's so good, and I'm not even done with it. I'm definitely going to give it 5 stars, unless something crazy happens that changes my rating. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm listening to it while I read as well, which is not what I normally do. I've never done this before, but because, like, I'm new to the whole, like, one spooky season kind of books, but also, like, I think this is like fantasy, I would assume, right? But I'm new to this genre, so, like, I thought this could be, like, a good way for me to kind of stay locked in, which is having the narrators, like, narrate the book, and then I've also followed along on my own, so that's what I've been doing, and it's been going very well. I love whoever is narrating this book is doing a great job. But it's been so nice following through, and then, like, also the book on the inside, like, yes, the sprayed edges, but then, like, the book itself, like, they have little parts in here that have little like letters and other things that go along with the story, and I love stuff like that. But, like, it's not just like a plain piece of paper. They've got, I'm trying to see if I can show you one. They got one in the beginning. Here we go. Like, look at this. This is one of the little letters. Look how pretty that is. That is so cool. It makes me want to read it even more. Okay, like, it's really a great book. But what I will say, I'm trying to be better about this, guys, but I'm going to stop saying that because it is what it is. I can't give y'all the full thing. It just doesn't sit right with me. But I will say, main character, okay? Her sister has been taken. We don't know where, or we think she's been taken. We don't know where she is, and this is her journey. This is the other sister's journey of trying to find her sister. And she goes to this, like, magical kingdom place. Like, it's like a university, basically, but, like, magical vibes, okay? And it deals with vampires and humans coexisting in this space, okay? And that's, what else can I tell you? Oh, also, that's all I'm going to tell you about the plot, okay? Sister's missing. She's going to find her. It's telling the story of that. But there's more to it. There's a lot of other things going on as well, but I will leave that to you to read the book and find it out. But it does include vampires, which is very cool. I'm definitely, now I rewatched Twilight more as an adult. Crazy times. Not my favorite anymore. But I did really enjoy that coming up. So it's really cool to read, like, something that has to do with vampires again, especially Black vampires. Okay, love that for me. And then what else can I tell you? The male main character. I love him. At first, I wanted to dislike him so bad because I didn't like him in the beginning, but I like him. He's very stubborn. He's very prideful. But I could tell that deep down, they haven't exposed it all the way yet, but I can tell deep down he is a lover boy. Okay, he's sweet and he's soft and he cares, but he's got, like, the really hard exterior. But I love the way that she is writing his character and the way that we're learning a little bit about him more and more. I'm just like, I want to keep reading so I can figure out his whole story. But I really, really love the way that she's writing him. So definitely go and check this book out. It's very good. Okay, support Black authors. This is a beautiful book. Like, you need this book on your shelf. This is so, so cute. But yes, that's what I have to say about this one. But I'm reading this now. And when I finish this one, I'm going to be reading Wishful Thinking by, I think it's Celestine Martin. I saw this is a part of a trilogy. So I saw a post about the third book, which I think is called Deja Brew. And it was, like, a really fall, very, like, the cover's, like, I think it's, like, orange, and it's real cute. And so I saw that, and I went to go look at that book, and I found out that it's a part of a series. So I was like, you know what? Let me start out with book number 1. And so this is book number 1. And I know nothing about it because I just got it in the mail. I bought it, I think this was during the Prime Day sale. It was, like, on sale for, like, $7. And I was like, perfect. Because it was already on my TBR for this month. So I just went ahead and got it. Have zero clue. And I'm not even going to, let's see what the back says. Never mind. I played you. You know I'm not reading what the back says. I don't want to know what it's about. But look it up, okay? We know that it's got some witchy things happening. We know that it has a love story giving Black love on the front. That's all I need, okay? All I need is the Black love, and you've got me, all right? So this is definitely going to be a fun read, and seeing, like, Obviously I'm a romance girly, but seeing it done in this kind of way, in like a little spooky fall vibe, I'm very excited to read it. And so what I want to do over the next month, well, over the next 2 months, I want to go ahead and finish the trilogy of this. So if I like this one, which I have a feeling that I will, if I like this one, I'm going to go ahead and get the second book, which I cannot remember. It's called like, is it called like something spells purple? I know it's purple. And the third book is called Deja Vu. And so I would like to go ahead and finish those up in like the fall season. But yes, wishful thinking. Definitely go check it out. I don't know if it's going to be good, but I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like the ratings were pretty good on it on Goodreads. So I'm just excited. Again, support Black authors. Okay? Support them and go get this book. So that's going to be next up after I finish Immortal Dark. And my plan is to finish Immortal Dark by, what's today, Tuesday? I could probably get that done by Friday. I could probably get it done. So if I can do that, I would love to go ahead and do this because I really want to at least finish all of my specifically spooky books. If I can finish them in October, that would be awesome. So we'll see. And then next up, we've got Throne of the Fallen. Now, I don't remember if I showed you guys this in the last book video that I did, but who cares? Here we are again, okay? Go catch up on my previous book videos. See what I was reading in the past. Probably some of the books I probably still am reading because I still have like 2 books that I read every once in a while. So just go catch up on those. But this book, Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. Ooh, I'm messing up names today. I'm going to be better about that. But this book is just so cute. First of all, sprayed edges. I love that. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so this is exciting. And this is this is a romantasy book, and I thought this would be another good way for me to get into the fantasy world because I love romance. And I might also get the audiobook of this one and listen along. But I did read, so like when I first got it, I just was so excited that I read like a chapter, and I was already liking it. So I might just go ahead and read it by itself. We'll see how I feel, and I can maybe get an audiobook later if I need to or if I want to. But this one I don't know much about it because I don't even think I read 2 chapters. I think it was just a chapter. Let me see. Oh, that's crazy. I definitely read Okay, so I read 3 chapters. Why did I stop in the middle of a chapter? That's crazy. I do not like doing that unless I'm like, I must have really been in the middle of something because I do not like stopping in the middle of a chapter. So now I'm going to have to restart chapter 3 over again because I'm not going to remember anything that happened. But I don't really know what's going on yet. But from what I remember, I know that there's a girl that's like possibly the main female character that we have here. And then there is a group of demons. You know what? This is going bad. I'm not going to do that because I literally read these 2.5 chapters probably over a month ago. So I don't remember. But I would definitely say check it out. I think this is a part of a series as well. So I am excited to continue reading through it, and I hope I like this book. I've heard good things about it. When I bought it, I was in between this book and Powerless, and I want to read the Powerless series as well. But I went with this one probably because I had the purple edges, and that was really exciting for me. And I know the Powerless book, it's got purple on the cover, but I don't think it had purple. It didn't have the sprayed edges, and I was just like, "Ooh, this is so fun and cool." So I would like to read this one when I finish Wishful Thinking. Now this is a thick book here. She's thick. This is a little over 500 pages. So I'm gonna see how fast I can get through it. I would love to finish this in the month of October. If not, it's okay. I'm gonna get through it, but that would be so nice if I could finish this there because it still has a spooky vibe to it. I know that it has to do with like the 7 sins because it has like each brother. They're all brothers represent. It's coming back to me. Yes, each brother represents one of the sins, and so I know it's giving like that devilish vibe, not too crazy, but like that kind of vibe there. So I'm like, this is giving like I want to read this in the spooky season time. So I want to try to get this one done too, but I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna try my very, very best because I would love to get them all done, but we'll see. Okay, now on to the books that are not technically spooky season. They're really not at all, but I want to show you them anyways, so just kind of give you my review. So this was a book that I read, Novel Love Story. I read this book in September and I finished it up in October, and I want to just come to you and tell you like I read it in October, so technically it kind of is an October read. So here's my thing, y'all. I didn't love this book as much as I loved 7-Year Slip. Okay, Ashley Poston writes this book and 7-Year Slip, and I loved 7-Year Slip. That was one of my favorite reads of last year. Now, I listened to it. I didn't buy the physical book. I planned to, but I didn't buy the physical book. So I don't know if it was just the audio experience that did it for me, because I didn't get the audio book for this. I just read it, and it wasn't a bad book. It wasn't bad. I think I rated it 4 stars. Really, it was like 3.75, and I rounded up. Just because I love the author. But yeah, the book wasn't bad. I just think it kind of was like dragging on, and like I wasn't really locked into what was happening. Like by the end, I cared about the characters for real. But like for most of it, I was kind of just like, okay, like these things are happening. We're following it through. It's cool. But it wasn't like moving me. And that could also be because I came off of reading Abby Jimenez and I was in love with those books and I read them all. It was all so exciting. So that could have just been a side effect of coming off of multiple 5-star reads, romance reads, and then the next book you read is never going to live up to that if you fall in love with the book. So I'm also like, that's another reason why I gave it 4 stars, is because I was like, that could also be a factor, because this is the first romance book I've read since finishing that series with Abby Jimenez's series. So yeah, towards the end of it though, so like I said, throughout of it, I was like, okay, all right, it took me a minute to finish it. But when I got to the end, like I highlighted so much that I wish I could, let me see if I can find something that they were saying. But basically, I rounded it up to 4 stars also because at the end, when she started talking about love and like basically what love does, or something that I like to say to myself all the time, like love does, she really explained it so well. Let me see if I can find it. I should have put a little tab on there. But knowing me, I just be highlighting and going, okay? Dang, I'm going to be able to find it. But towards the end of the book, the last couple chapters, she does a great job here we go. Haha, found it. A great job of describing love. Okay, so she was like, okay. Love looked like a man who had coffee ready for me in the mornings, even though he preferred tea, and remembered exactly how I took it. Love ate my sugary spaghetti and held an umbrella over my head when it rained, and apologized when he knew he was wrong. Love was inquisitive and mindful, and somewhere beneath the grumpy exterior, sweet. Love was tricking yourself into doing something you didn't want to do because you loved the person who did. Love was a bunch of small things that added up to be bigger things. Love was feeling valued and accepted, just the way you were. It was never feeling too much or not enough, even though often you were both, because love loved you anyways. Not in spite of it, but because of it. I said yes. Yes. Like it just made me smile at the way I'm smiling right now. Like I just read it over and over. I was like, it just warmed my heart, especially in the context of what was going on in the story at this time. It was just like that moment, the moment where everything's starting to click for them, and the main character is learning the lesson now, and it was just like yes. So I really, really enjoyed that, and that little that little paragraph I just read for you guys, along with some other things that were said in these last couple of chapters, also allowed me to round it up to 4 because I just loved that. And I also realized, which is fine because book ratings are subjective. It's whatever you think makes sense. So it really doesn't matter. But I realized that for me, you can always get me to give you the extra rating, a little bit higher of a rating when you pull it all together at the end. Because I felt that way about one of the Abby Jimenez's books. I think, I forgot, maybe it was book number 2 in that series, in the Part of Your World series. I think I was at like 4 stars the whole time until like probably 85% of the book, and then the way she wrapped it up, 5 stars immediately. And so I realized that's just kind of like, I really love the part when they get to, I love reading just like obviously for the enjoyment and learning about these characters and seeing how their story plays out, but I also love a good lesson, a good message for me to hold on to when I think about the book outside of just the characters. And so I think that's why I can always shoot it up at the end, shoot my rating up at the end, if they're able to give me that lesson, that message, like that can stick with me, you know what I'm saying? So yes, overall, like I said, I still recommend you read it. Like I said, that ending really did it for me. I really liked it. But it is a little bit of a slower read in my opinion, and like I said, that may be coming off of just me coming off of reading all of the Part of Your World series. But yeah, okay. Now, lastly, this book Beach Read by Emily Henry. Okay, now, I know this is a very popular book. I know you've probably seen it before. I get the things, right? Now, I've only read one Emily Henry book, and I think that was Book Lovers. I was not in love with Book Lovers, but I wanted to give the rest of her books another try. I still need to read Happy Place. I haven't gotten to that yet, and I probably won't read this for a while because it is big summer vibe. So I'm probably going to wait and read this probably spring, summer.
Spring, summer.
Okay.
September, spring, spring, summer.
If I can't wait till summer, I'll probably start it in spring. But I bought this when I went to the Blush bookstore opening here in Dallas. It's a romance bookstore, and y'all know I love romance. And so me and my two friends went on their opening day, and they had coffee, they had flower arrangements. You can make your own flower arrangements. And of course, the bookstore. And I'll see if I can insert some pictures up here. I think I have pictures, videos, something. I'll put something in here so you can see. And when you're in Dallas, definitely go check it out, y'all. They also have a location in, is it in Kansas or something, Wichita? Anyways, look up Blush Bookstore. They have an Instagram page. They have it all on there. I think the other location's in Wichita, but they just opened this location up this month, and it's beautiful in there. It's very pink. It's very romance. They have romanticies. They've got all of these kind of romance books. They've got a little bit of everything. It's great. And they have a whole bunch of little trinkets, and I bought a mug and like the bookmarks. They have a little bit of everything, so it's so cute in there. I will definitely be going back. But they had this book, and I went in there looking to see if they had some spooky books, and they did have a table of spooky books, but they didn't have this one. So I'm actually happy I didn't get it because I ended up getting it for like $7 on Amazon. But I still wanted to buy some kind of book outside of like all the trinkets that I got. I wanted to get like a book. And so I was looking to see what I wanted, and I saw this on the table, and it had like the pretty little sprayed edges, and it's like I think it's like a sunset situation. I'm gonna show y'all the inside. It's like a sunset, and so it's really, really pretty the way they have the pages done. But look, y'all, look at the actual book, which is why I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to take off the little outside part when I put it on my shelf. Look at that, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see what it says on the front. I'll read it to you, but look at that. It's such a pretty yellow. It's so bright, so pretty. It says, I feel overwhelmed that you exist, which I'm assuming is a very key line in the book. I don't know. And the side just has written by Emily Henry. But it's so pretty. And so I definitely think it was worth my money, and I'm happy that I got it because it's just so cute. And I actually I ended up seeing it in like Target the week after. But it's fine. I'm really happy that I got it while I was there, just to say that like I got this book at the new bookstore on its opening day. So I obviously have no clue what this is about, but it's definitely romance, and it's definitely a summer read. So I'm going to see if I can hold out and wait until summer to read it. Right now, I know that like I'm learning that I am more of a mood reader, which I'm surprised that I'm able to do, that I'm doing spooky season right now, because I don't be caring what month it is. I'm going to read what I want to read. But I haven't felt the pull to read this right now, maybe because I have all my spooky season books lined up, that I'm very excited about those. So that's probably the reason why. But I'm going to see if I can wait to read that in summer, like next time I go to the beach or like somewhere outside, so I can really like get into the vibe of the book. I would love that. But yeah, those are my books. Those are my October reads outside of this one. And I'm very excited to get into my spooky vibe. Okay, I've got my black on. I've got my spooky lipstick. You see my little ombre? It's giving spooky, okay? So I am planning to make some food right now and then get on the couch and get Immortal Dark and get to reading, okay? Because I really want to finish it by the weekend so I can switch to reading Wishful Thinking. But guys, if you're reading something right now, if you've got some spooky reads or whatever thing that you're reading, put it down in the comments below so I can get some book recommendations, okay? I want to know what you're reading. I want to know what you're doing. Tap me into what you got going on. And what else do I have for you guys? I think that's about it. Okay. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. I thoroughly, greatly appreciate it. And with that, I'm out of here. I love you guys. Bye.